Welcome back to some new malicious compliance stories, where people comply to the letter, but not the spirit of a request. I hope you had a great day. The first story is called Epiphany About Work. Relatively soon after college, I moved to Washington, D.C. I was working in the hospital industry and barely scraping by. Looking for a better job, I applied for a position with a congressional committee answering fundraising letters. Letters that contained contribution checks. When I interviewed for the job, the guy, Wyatt, posed his last question, which was how much of a pay cut I would take off the advertised salary to get the job. None was my answer, as I was looking to move ahead financially, not take a step back. He wasn't pleased with the answer, but hired me anyway. Why? Because there were multiple huge sacks of mail to be answered as the job had gone unfilled for 6 months. I'm a hard worker and I dove right into it. I came in early. I worked through lunch. I stayed late to get all the mail caught up. It took me about 6 months of unpaid extra time to get it under control. Then one day I asked to leave a half hour early to catch a non-stop train to New York City to visit my brother. Wyatt, with whom I had a less than easy relationship, told me I could have the 30 minutes, but he would take it off my own PTO. I was pretty ticked off, in that I had pretty much donated about 2 hours extra a day to my job since I had started, and I had kinda thought that would mean something. Silly me. So I returned from New York City with that epiphany in mind. Monday morning I was at work early, as usual, but reading a book at my desk. Wyatt comes in, early, and says he wants to talk to me in his office. I put my book down, pointedly looked at my watch and said, "Sure, Wyatt. My workday starts in 15 minutes, so I will be down in your office at 8 a.m. His turn to be mad. Very mad. He asked what the heck, and I explained. And I noted that if my extra work meant nothing, then I certainly wasn't going to expend it on the committee's behalf. I am sure that being told this by a 22-year-old whom he didn't like to begin with didn't sit well with him. As would be expected, our working relationship only got worse. He found every way to treat me badly, and I found every way to live by the rules, until I found another job. The next story is called A Basic Door. I work as an engineer at a sauna company. We have many different sauna doors. One salesperson writes to me to get a door with special measurements. The door in question is a rather fancier door, with fancy wooden trimmings on polished aluminum and frosted glass. Except the customer doesn't want the fancy stuff. I first draw one of the less fancy doors that is exactly to the specification of the customer. Well, that is not good enough. I get a request to change it to the fancier model and remove the fancy stuff. This will make no difference. I literally just changed the name on the drawing to the fancier name. I do no other changes. The customer is satisfied and puts in the order. That, of course, means that the customer pays the more expensive price. It's like ordering a cheeseburger and removing the cheese and still paying extra for the cheeseburger. Just that this time it was a $150 upcharge. The third story is called Group Costume. I'm an IT guy, not customer facing, always behind the scenes. If you saw me walking through the clinic in my jeans and cowboy boots, you probably wouldn't know I worked there. My boss decided that everyone on her large team had to dress up as characters from Wizard of Oz for Halloween one year. As in, she wanted us fully decked out with great costumes, face paint, the whole bit. I don't do costumes, can stand stuff on my face and have too much work to do to be bothered. But I immediately agreed. I made a PVC frame and my wife sewed green curtains to hang on it. I was the man behind the curtain. I put the curtain in front of my office door that day so no one could see me. When we took the team pic, my boots were sticking out under the curtain. Hundreds of people knew exactly who that was. The boss was mad, but she got fired for bad management a few months later. The next story is called Milkshake Costumes. I really am not a group participation type, and I especially hate having to participate. So when my office decided to do a group Halloween costume, I was like, absolutely not. It's required, and we are all going to be milkshakes. We were all supposed to wear a little whipped cream and cherry fascinator and dress up as our favorite flavor of milkshake. I hate stupid kitschy costumes. I said, if you all are forcing me to be part of this, I'm going to have to fix your idea. My wonderful coworker made a lactate shirt for me. Nobody coming into the store even understood what the rest of the girls were supposed to be dressed as, but everyone got a laugh at my lactate shirt after hearing the explanation. The last story is called Pawn Date. I work at a pawn shop. The loans are 60 days, with a 30-day grace period, so 90 initially. Renewals get you 60 days from the date of renewal. It's not tagged onto the end date. We even work with people if they need extra time. This customer is also a regular, so she knows how this works and likes us. The customer is going on vacation middle of June and should be back by the end of June, but there's a chance she might be delayed and go past the due date. Her loan is due July 7th. She is stressed that there is some chance that she might not be back by the due date. She just insists that she needs to renew to get enough time, but can't give me any idea what date or anything on what would work. Just the current due date isn't enough. Renewing it gives her less time, July 3rd. Well, she can definitely be back by then. I tried to explain that she has more time already. Maybe she thought it was due in June. But that doesn't make sense, since she leaves after that date. But maybe she is still confused. But no, she understands it's July, but she just needs to renew to make sure she has time. I try to also explain that I can give her a few more days if she needs it. She says no, she can't get over the stereotype that pawn shops want your stuff and will jump on taking it the day after. So I turn my monitor to show a calendar. Maybe a visual will help. Again, no. The current due date doesn't work for her, but renewing it will. Alright, you want to pay for renewal and have until July 3rd? Yes? Fine. When I handed her the contract, she asked the due date. Phew, I'd definitely be back by the 2nd. So now I have enough time. This is also the first time she said anything definite about her return date. Enjoy paying twice for your loan. I spent 30 minutes trying to help her not spend extra money. Thanks for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you have time, watch another one of my videos. And now, I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.